Good morning, everybody, on this Tuesday. It is August the 9th, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel. It is Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Yesterday, some of you picked up showers. Majority of us didn't get anything yesterday, but where it did rain, there was heavy rain and thunderstorms and gusty winds. Today is going to be another one of those days just before we get the heaviest rainfall that is going to move in, especially tonight and during the day on Wednesday when we're looking at some very heavy rainfall coming into the area. Right now, pretty quiet, still under the dome of high pressure. But in between a couple of systems, you see the one out east of us in the Carolinas, the Virginias. That's a boundary that's set up there. There's another one south of Nashville into central Alabama. But the big front is the one that's off to your upper left hand corner with an area of low pressure. Several waves of low pressure will be riding along that front. And that front eventually is going to come through the area, especially as we get into Thursday afternoon and Friday, and going to bring us some cooler, drier, less humid air and shut off the rains that have been persistent around here for some time. It's going to take a little bit longer. That front is a very slow moving front, and so it's not in a hurry to go much of any place this morning. Here's a look at the Kentucky mesonet temperatures, and I've even got the radar imagery turned on there with that. So you can see not only the temperatures, but also where it is raining. We've got some rain up near, that looks about Harrodsburg, yeah, Mercer County this morning, also near Lebanon and Marion County. Some showers going on there, and you see some little outside clusters here in parts of Indiana and then down into Illinois and the Missouri boot heel. Closer inspection into southern Kentucky, there's those showers moving out of the Mercer County area off to the north and east of us. No showers showing up here this morning. Temperatures are starting out in the low 70s, even a couple of upper 60s across southern Kentucky this morning. What about those temperatures? How warm are we going to get today? About like yesterday and the day before. Yesterday, we had a high reaching 92 officially in the Bowling Green area. Looks like we may do that again today, or if we get some rain before we get up into the low 90s, then it would be upper 80s. So it depends on the timing and where you are and all of how warm we'll get today. We're starting in the 70s, and as I mentioned, we'll climb into the upper 80s to around 90. Um, Anytime the sun's going to be out today, it's going to be closer to 90, I think. But overall, as we get some shower activity this afternoon, I think we'll stay more 80s, still muggy, still warm, even night. It'll be humid, lows in the low 70s, and we climb into the low 80s tomorrow. That's when the better chance of rain is going to slip through the area. And there you see office. Look at these upper 70s. E-Town, Louisville, Lexington, Somerset, Evansville, Carbondale, all upper 70s tomorrow with that rain pretty much widespread across the area. And that's going to keep our temperatures a little bit cooler. Now, what about the rain? Well, let's take a look at what the models are showing us as far as how much rain. That's going to be hit and miss at first, but then we're going to, of course, get a little bit more in the way of coverage once we get into tonight and tomorrow. And there you see, just like we saw yesterday, spotty, heavier rain up to an inch in some cases. And there was that yesterday in a few spots. For us, we're looking at anywhere from an inch of rain lead to 2 inches of rain. And when I say locally, that means not everybody's going to get 1 to 2 inches of rain, but we're more likely to get on average across southern Kentucky an inch, but there will be that get 2 or more, depending on if you're underneath one of those heavier rain cells. A thunderstorm, of course, would produce more rain. That's what we're at right now, and that will soon bring an end to what we're looking at as far as shower and thunderstorm activity once we get into the weekend. All right, here's a look at the model viewer putting this into motion, and we'll just kind of step through time here. As we get into this morning, we'll start to see a little more activity to our south. Notice here, sneaking out of Middle Tennessee and West Tennessee, incoming jet moisture off to the north. We're seeing these little clusters of showers and thunderstorms along the Wabash River. So as we get on into the day here, I think we'll begin to see scattered showers and thunderstorms. There you see kind of lining up down across south central Kentucky. Once we get midday and into the afternoon, like yesterday, started with sunshine, skies were clear, then you start to see clouds, a cloud here, a cloud there. And then by mid-afternoon, late afternoon, clouds everywhere towering up, and that's where the showers and the thunderstorms were producing some heavy rain. And the placement here may not be exact. It's that I've seen this over the last couple of days. The models try to place using algorithms and different variables in the atmosphere as where the computer looks at it and goes, hey, it looks like the best placement is going to be right here. But that may not necessarily go. So don't look at one spot and go, oh, yeah, I live right there in Logan County and I'm going to get dumped on today. That case. Again, placement here with these models is conditional. So, but somebody's going to get some pockets of heavy rain and thunderstorms this afternoon. And then once we get after dark, it just kind of fades away. Now, as we get into this evening, we get into a little more stable atmosphere. And then here we go on into the late afternoon and evening. More scattered showers and thunderstorms possible with the heat of the day. I've got to get used to this different looking setup here. I'm actually a little bit off on my timing. Let's back that up. I don't want to mislead you here. So we're at middle of the afternoon today. I thought we were ahead of that, but here we go into the afternoon, pop-up showers and thunderstorms. As you can see, very widely scattered. Better coverage, though, in some cases. But again, the placement, conditional. Just because you see it on the map here where you live, it may not rain at all. But given the conditions, we're going to look at better chances of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Here's around 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And then after sunset, everything begins to fade away. We lose the daytime heating. Now we're getting into Wednesday. Here's overnight tonight, Wednesday morning. And then we start to see redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms as we get into Wednesday around midday, even late morning to midday, afternoon, and evening. Yeah, there's more shower and thunderstorm activity that's on the horizon. Okay. So again, timing and placement. Placement's a little bit harder. The timing, that was my fault. I got ahead of myself. I got to get used to different looking models there. But you get the gist. We're going to get some rain, more rain, and some of the rain actually could be heavy between tonight and during the day tomorrow. All right, here's a look at the maps. Surface map showing the frontal boundary to the north, slowing down. Look at all these ripples of low pressure riding along that front. That's going to keep us in a very wet and unsettled pattern. Again, the day may start out clear, sunshine, see clouds puffing up, and then building, and then boom, in the afternoon, thunderstorms. Who gets what, when, and where? It's conditional. But if you are under the rain, if you're one of those people under the rain, you're going to get dumped on. A lot of moisture content. So you see the front slowing down now. These waves of low pressure will continue to ride the front and continue to be slowed down because of this high pressure ridge that's over the southeast. So there will be pockets of heavier rain, thunderstorms. This is this afternoon into tonight. There you see the log jam of systems. Everything's hung up. The front slows down almost to a stall, stays that way into Wednesday morning. And there you see off and on periods of rain and thunderstorms as we get into Wednesday. And then here we go into Thursday. We start to ease it up a little bit. The front starts to make movement a little bit thanks to this Canadian high pressure and this front that I mentioned yesterday. I can't call it an Arctic front, but that's where it came from. Arctic sounds cold. This is not going to be cold, but it's going to be cooler, and it's going to bring us some less humid air for the weekend. So here we go into Wednesday night into Thursday. Showers begin to taper off, and here comes that front with the high pressure and refreshing air, less humid air, cooler temperatures. This is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a weekend without rain. How about that? And lower dew points, which means it's going to feel better. It's not going to be as humid. Now, Monday, there's a little boundary, a little trough that's going to try to set off some afternoon showers here, but that's the extent of that one. All right, one more view here, and it's going to be for temperatures coming in for the next 10 days. And as we take a look at those, you see that we do cool down. Look at that. So we go near 90 today, and then mid 80s, even some lower 80s. Wait a minute, check this out. See that? Look at that. That's for Saturday night into Sunday morning, 59 for a low temperature, 61. That's nice. And look at these temperatures, low to mid 80s, no 90s in here, all next week, the middle of August. I'm thinking what I've said is true back months ago when I said, given the pattern of the December tornadoes and then how early we got into spring and how early we got into summer, maybe the pattern is we're going to get into an early fall. Don't hold me to that. I could be very, very wrong about that. But this should be when we're getting our hottest temperatures. We've had our hottest temperatures. Remember the hundreds for several days in the upper 90s? It's just a hunch, you know. So there you go. For what it's worth. All right, you guys, I've been on here long enough. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Headed to the radio station 100.7. So have a great Tuesday. God bless you. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the radio.